Late night study session. It is 9 p.m. here in Dubai, and this video is going to piss off a lot of people. Secret synchronicities. What you are seeking is seeking you back. So, if you guys are watching the series right now, we're going through the Science of Getting Rich program. This is the program that inspired Rhonda Burns to create The Secret. It's honestly some of the things that I've learned that took me to $100,000 per month. As you guys know, I studied with the famous Bob Proctor for 2.5 years before he went ahead and passed away. So, what I'm taking you guys through is a series that's going to help you take your business to $100,000 per month for the very first time. So there's two kinds of people that typically watch these kind of videos because if you're watching this, you can see the link. This is a long video. So why would you want to invest the next 10, 20, 30 minutes on this video? Is because you're one of two people. Number one is you're completely broke, okay? You resonate with my story of sleeping in my car, starting from nothing, driving for Uber, and then within less than 45 days, I was making $100,000 per month while applying the principles that we're going to cover in this video. So that's one type of person. The second type of person, and that's the person I like to work with, that I like to bring into my coaching business, which, by the way, we have open slots for the coaching business. You can check out the links in the description below. That's this kind of person. He's already making $10,000 a month, right? He's been stuck at this level between 8 to 15, 8 to $20,000 a month, and he wants to hit that $100,000 a month income. He's a spiritual based entrepreneur, and he wants to go to the next level. And he's tried all the mechanisms. He's tried working hard. He's tried all the information, the funnels, and strategies, and nothing's working for him because he keeps having inconsistencies in his income, or he's been stuck at the same level. And he's realizing that he has to work on himself, and he wants to look at some spiritual aspects such as the law of attraction. And those are the guys I like to work with. So without further ado, now you know, let's hop straight into it. So we're going straight into chapter 1. If you saw yesterday's video, we talked about getting started, right? The basics: conscious mind, subconscious mind, and body. So now this video and this chapter is going to piss off some people. I already know it. I already feel it. So let's go straight into Wallace D. Wattles' first interpretation of the Science of Getting Rich, chapter 1, the right to get rich. Okay. So whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete and successful life unless one is rich. So right off the bat, he's going to jump it on you. This is the thesis. He says that you cannot be successful, not be happy, not complete a full successful life unless you are rich. And I totally agree with this. And even if you don't believe it 100%, convince yourself, because guess what? It's much better to be rich than to be poor. And let me tell you this, you can serve more people by being rich. For example, I need millions of dollars so I can run ads to get more clients into my business so I can serve them at a higher level. That's just an example. And so let's continue down with this thesis. We cannot rise to our greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless we have plenty of money. In order to unfold the soul and to develop talent, we must have many things to use. And we cannot have these things unless we have money to buy them. And that's totally true. This world has been set up in a way that if you want to have this nice apartment, like right now I live in Dubai, this apartment is $4,000 a month, right? It's a 1 bedroom, 2 bath, got a kitchen, balcony, nice balcony, and we live in downtown Dubai. So guess what? My girlfriend, right? I gotta pay for her bills. I gotta pay for these things. I gotta buy stuff. I sent my grandparents, some money yesterday to take care of their bills, right? So it's like this world is so set up that you're gonna need money, and having more money will allow you to have more opportunities to expand your wealth, to expand your influence, to serve more people, and that's the bottom of this basis here. And it's set up that you need to buy things. So people develop in mind, soul, and body by making use of things. And society is so organized that people must have money in order to become the possessor of things. Therefore, the basis of all human advancement must be the science of getting rich. Okay, the object of all life is development. Everything that lives has an inalienable right to all the development that is capable of doing. So here's a good place for me to add in some things I learned from Bob Proctor. So we used to study this article called Thomas Troward's. I forgot what it was called off the top of my head. It's a late night here. I just want to give you guys a little study session because, as you guys know, in these videos, I actually teach you how I study. So I can teach you how I consistently earn 6 figures per month. And it's kind of like this brother, I'm your older brother. We're just having a roundtable discussion and doing a study session together. Not high production, just us having a good conversation. But anyways, with the Bob Proctor thing, there's this thing called your mind is a center of divine operation. Divine operation is always for expansion and polar expression, meaning the seed that is planted into the ground and that wants to grow as high as possible, sprout as high as possible, sprout as many leaves as possible, lives in you. It's that same energy, and they want you to grow. It wants you to develop. The object of life is for expansion and polar expression. That's what life is about. So that same spiritual aspect lies in you, if not more powerful, because you were made in God's image. So you're always wanting to get better, always to expand. And those people that are not going after that are dying. You're either growing or dying. So if you find somebody, whether it's yourself or some other person who's not actively going forward and trying to grow themselves and create, what's actually doing is they're dying, and you're going to want to get away from that energy. Let's just keep it 100. Each of us has the right to life. This means the right to have the free and unrestricted use of all things that may be necessary to our fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfolding. In other words, our right to be rich. In this book, I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. You ought not be satisfied with little if you are capable of using and enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and development of life. Every individual should have all that he can contribute to the power. So this is what I was talking about earlier. That first of all, this book was written in 1904, so we got some years up in here. Right? Over 100 years, this book was written. And think about talking like this: the science of getting rich. So, like I said, you're literally bred in your DNA to go out there and build a successful life. Now, if you're trying to go for that first $100,000 a month in your business, which is what I'm tailoring this to, this is for people that want to build their first $100,000 per month business. I don't care if you're in coaching, construction. We just had a guy join yesterday in our coaching program. He's in crypto, right? Where people doing all different types of things. So it doesn't matter where you're at, and we can get you to $100,000 a month when you take away the dirt that's on your paradigm, which is the part of the subconscious mind that controls how much money you're going to make this month. We get rid of that, and you're literally quantum leap to new levels. But you got to learn how to do that. So when you own all you own all you want for the living of all the life you are capable of living, you are rich. You cannot have all you want without plenty of money. Life has advanced so far and become so complex that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Okay, so these are some very strong claims. He's saying that for you to actually go out there and live your dream life, you have to get wealthy, to live in the best apartment, to have the best watches, to have the best, schools for your child, to have the best, safest cars for your family, to have the best, opportunities to send your family and your grandparents some money and your parents some money, to take care of them, right? To live in the best city, to live in the best apartments, to have the best clothes, right? These are very strong claims that he's making, and I totally agree. And you have to, and if this is offending you, that's probably why you're broke. And some of you are on the other side, like, hell yeah, I already believe this, but how do I get it working for me? So make sure you stay to the end of this series. Like I said, there's 17 chapters in this book. Stay to the very end of this series, because I'm going to be going over not only just reading the book section, I'm going to be giving you the application, how I apply to the business, how I've been able to earn multiple seven figures and go to the next level. You naturally want to become all that you're capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in all human nature. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to be only by making use of things, and you can have the free use of things only as you become rich enough to buy them. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's read that again. This is a really important sentence. You become what you want to be only by making use of things. Okay. So in other words, in order to become the best version of yourself, you have to be able to bend the matrix to your reality. And you can have the free use of these things only by becoming rich. So in order to acquire the things of this matrix and to bend the matrix to your reality, there's certain ways, pawns that you have to move inside the matrix. Meaning, if you want to go and have the biggest business, there's certain things you're going to have to do in order to bend the matrix to your reality. Having the money, running the ads, having the structure, paying the salaries, having the team, right? All these different things are required in order for you to go to the next level. Okay. Therefore, an understanding of the laws of the universe and the science of getting rich is the most essential of all knowledge. Now, this is a good time for me to take a pause. By the way, if you want to get a hold of this, this is a 200-page workbook. And if you saw yesterday's video, it comes with diagrams, questions, each chapter. All of these things you're going to find inside the school community, which you can find right below in the link in the description below. And if you're already a six-figure earner, I highly recommend joining my coaching program. You'll find that where you can book a call with me. But that's like a little soft pitch. But I just want to talk about like where you can actually find this document. Okay, you can find that link in the description below. There's nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. I love that. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. and that desire is praiseworthy. Like, we should be excited. You should excited to be rich. You should, if somebody's saying, why do you want to get rich? Then you should be saying, why don't you want to get rich? Like, what are you talking about? Like, don't you want to live the best life that's possible? The person who does not desire to live more abundantly is uncommon. Like, boy, let's get rich. Let's help people. Like my current goal. Like, let's do a vibe check. Like, you got your gold card on you. Like, let's go. We got my gold card on you. Yeah, we talked about gold cards and having your gold card. So I got my gold card on me right now. My goal is to earn $1,000,000 a month. I've hit $100,000 a month. I've hit $250,000 a month. Now my goal is to go to $1,000,000 a month. Not even for the money. Why? So I can buy another watch, right? To buy another car? No. I'm here because I want to become the best version of myself, so I can serve people, so I can run a company, have employees, see what's the best version of myself, have live events. Like, that's what we're here for. So the guy who doesn't want to go do that stuff, he's uncommon. Like, let's not hang out with these people. Hang around guys that are talking about wealth and about becoming better versions of themselves. And the individual who does not desire to have money enough to buy all things, his desire may not be living up to his full potential. So you gotta go out there and get wealthy. You gotta be better at your business. You gotta be better at creating offers and selling and marketing and positioning and sales and technology and funnels and whatever it is at your business. I don't know. That's just an example of like a coaching information business. And whatever business that you're doing, you're literally 90 days or less away from hitting that $100,000 a month, because $100,000 a month doesn't come to you. It's attracted to you by becoming the best version of yourself. You literally manifest that opportunity. And I've done it multiple times, not even for myself, but I do it for my clients. We have like a 60-70% testimonial rate right now for the last 20 people that came in, because they're quantum jumping, because they're taking these principles to random businesses from construction. We have photography, coaching, crypto, which is the most random things, and they're all quantum jumping because the business and most importantly, the law of attraction does not care what business model you're in, as long as you take your mind and you apply these principles, which I teach you how to do in these series and on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe below. Let's continue. So there are three motives for which we live by. We live for the body, the mind, and the soul. No one is, so that's why I said we live on three simultaneous planes of existence: spiritual, intellectual, and physical. So you got the tattoos, you see it right here. So we got the spiritual plane, which is God's finger for Michelangelo. And we have David here, also for Michelangelo, which represents the intellect. So spiritual, intellect. And then we have the Roman Colosseum here, which is the physical world. So that's what my tattoos all represent, because we live on three simultaneous planes of existence, meaning you're a spiritual being having a human experience in a physical body that has been given the imagination to have them in your mind to create plans, right? Spirit, intellect, and physical plane. And so when we're working on this, there's no one is better than the other or holier than the other. Each is desirable, and neither body, mind, nor soul can live fully if one or the other is cut short in life. And what we're here for is that expansion and fuller expression. It is not right or noble to live only for the soul and deny the mind or the body. It is wrong to live for the intellect and deny the body and soul. All right, so there's some people out here that said, oh my God, I'm so healthy. I don't need to be wealthy. I don't need to do these things. And that's not, he's saying that that's not right. Or he could say you could just be going after money, but not taking care of your spirit or your body. Right, or vice versa. You can be intellectual, like this very bright individual, but not take care of your body or your finances or different parts of your body. We want to be going for completeness, to have health in all areas of your life. Because, for example, I told you I went to this car rally this past weekend, and there was a lot of wealthy guys that came from money, multimillionaires, guys worth more than $30-40 million, but they're cheating on their wives. They don't love themselves, right? These different things start to happen where you can have a lot of money in the physical world and have a lot of physical material success, which is fine. I want all that same stuff. But if you're not happy in your soul because things are not happening, or you didn't go after something that you truly like and truly desire because you're going after a material object, then you're not successful then, right? You want to be successful in all three planes. And now some of them might be successful and they might be happy in all three planes. That's fine. But some of them aren't, and that's totally fine. Don't just look at rich people and think, oh, that if I had all this money, I'm going to be successful, because that's not true. There's multiple planes that we want to work on. So we are all acquainted with the loathsome consequences of living for the body and denying both mind and soul. We see that real life means that a complete expression of all that a person can give forth through the body, mind, and soul. We cannot be really happy or satisfied unless our body are living fully in every function, and unless the same is true for our mind and soul. So basically saying we have to be successful on all three planes. Whether there's an unexpressed Wherever there is an unexpressed possibility or unperformed function, there is an unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression or seeking performance. I like that right there. Desire. So the desire to go out there and become a better version, right? To raise your frequency is possibility seeking expression. So it's wanting you to reach higher vibrations, higher frequencies as a function of seeking performance. A person cannot live fully embodied without good food, comfortable clothing, warm shelter, freedom from excessive toil, right? That's very simple. We know these things. Rest and recreation are all also necessary for one's physical life. A person cannot live fully in mind without books and time to study them, without the opportunity for travel and observation, or without intellectual companionship, right? The ability to have a healthy relationship with your family, the ability to have a healthy relationship with yourself, the ability to study. Like right now, you're studying with me completely for free on YouTube. Like you realize, like if we go back 100 years, you would not have access to something like this, right? YouTube is a free platform other than the ads that you get to watch. This is a free platform where you get to study with a seven-figure earner on mindset and how to take your business to the $100,000 per month level, all completely for free. You don't have to do this. Like you don't have to pay for this. Like this is an amazing opportunity. And that's like you. Not only do you have, I'm assuming if you're watching this right now, you have shelter, you have food on your plate, and you have that taken care of. Now you're moving into another realm of awareness where you're like having time to study mindset, having studied to improve yourself so you can become better in the marketplace and increase your income and increase your lifestyle and increase your livelihood. So right, you're wanting to expand to become a better version of yourself. So with that being said, you have time to build on your intellect and build intellect with a loved one, with yourself, right? And then we move on to live fully in mind. One must also have intellectual recreations and must be surrounded by all the objects of art and beauty one is capable of using and appreciating. So for that, art and beauty doesn't mean like a painting on the wall. Like I don't give a damn about no paintings, to be honest. Like other than Michelangelo and I like his art on my body, I don't give a damn about no paintings. The art for me is a beautiful car. Oh my gosh. Well, I was whipping that McLaren 720S. Man, I'm looking at GT3. I'm looking at what car I want to buy. I want to buy a McLaren 765 LT, Spider, baby blue, orange interior. I want a Porsche GT3 RS. Like this to me is beauty. Like having cars like this is definitely the way which I decide to have beauty, right? And a person, we already got that right there. Yes, here we go. To live fully in soul, an individual must have love. And the expression of love is often frustrated by poverty. Like, how many times have you wanted to go, gift your family something? Like, I've been blessed to be in a position where I can send my grandparents money last night. There are some moments that I didn't even earn that a month. The amount of money I sent them yesterday, I didn't even earn that a month. And now I can just send that to my grandparents and say, hey, here's some money for yourself and to take care of my girlfriend, take care of our living here, send money to her family over in Colombia. Like I have been and still have savings left over and to have more and abundance flowing in every single day. I want you guys to live like this and to really enjoy this stuff. And it's a really fun thing. And to really get out there and really give to the people that you love. You got to get out of poverty. I don't and making 10,000 a month is poverty, guys. Like I earned more than $10,000 yesterday. I've earned $15,000 in the last 24 hours alone. Like guys, like $10,000 a month is like poverty. Like how can you do that? For example, my apartment is 4,000 a month. Living expenses, just our gyms alone, is $500 a month for both of our gyms. Right, like these things cost money. This 4 days that I spent at this car rally for networking, that was $10,000 for 4 days, on top of rent, on top of everything. Like guys, like to live out there and really live your dream life. Like you're gonna have to get wealthy to take care of your family. And let's continue. Our highest happiness is found in the bestowal of benefits of those we love. Love finds its most natural and spontaneous expression in giving. Right? Being able to give back to your family, give back to loved one, give back to charity, give back to your clients, whatever it is, just to give back. Like, for example, I'm giving back. Like, I don't have to sit here and make this video at 9:35 p.m. here in Dubai. Like, I don't have to do this. I'm doing it because I was sitting down and I was like, I was a little bit bored. Vanessa's cooking dinner right now. And I was like, you know what? Like, I want to get out. Like, should I watch a movie right now or should I get up and record a video for the team here on YouTube? So shout out to you guys all watching here on the Mr. Law of Attraction channel. And I wanted to, just create. Like, why not? Like, I have the time. Why watch a movie where I can sit here and create for you guys and give to you guys and study? And it challenges me, right? I get to get out here and I get to study with you. So when we have nothing to give, we cannot fill the spaces as a spouse, a parent, as a citizen, or a human being. Right? You have to be able to give. It's human nature. It is in the use of material things that a person finds full life for one's body, develops the mind, and unfolds the soul. It is therefore of supreme importance to be rich. It is perfectly right. This is, I know, I remember this. This one is a powerful paragraph, so pay attention here. It is perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. If you are a normal man or woman, you cannot help doing so. It is perfectly right that you should give your best attention, right? We'll be talking about this, giving your attention. Attention is the key, attention is the secret. Give the best attention to the science of getting rich because it is the noblest. Look at that. It is the noblest and most necessary of all studies. Getting rich and studying how to get rich. And that doesn't mean just studying money and finances and investment. That means studying your craft, studying yourself, studying the conscious mind, studying the subconscious mind, studying how to sell, studying how to market, studying how to make content, study whatever business model that makes you become better in the marketplace. It's one of the best things that you can do because you can earn more money and do the things that you want in this world. And if you neglect the study, which is the study of science of getting rich, you are a derelict in your duty to yourself, to God, and to humanity. What a strong sentence. If you neglect these studies, like you should be locked in on this entire series. Like we have 17 videos that we're going to be going through over the next coming weeks. And if you neglect to watch one video, you are a derelict. What are you saying? Because I'm literally giving this to you for free, to yourself. You're cheating yourself. You're cheating God and you're cheating humanity because you can miss one idea. Like if you guys are sitting with me with right now, I could have give you one idea, one sentence, one phrase, one thing that can literally skyrocket your life and your business to the next level. And so you could render God and humanity no greater service than to become the most and best version of yourself. So that's what we talk about as the science of getting rich. So let's go ahead and break it down with a couple of questions. By the way, like I said, if you want to go ahead and get like access to this entire document where you can print it out, all 200 pages, the workbook, like I have it sitting right over here, and you get all the what do you call it, the questions answered. You can find that inside the school community. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about a couple of questions that you can go ahead and ask here. So number one, explain how the right to life includes the right to be rich. Okay, let's talk about that. It's the right to be. Is it right to be content with poverty? All right, let's go ahead and let's do this right now. We'll do this together, and I'll give you my perspective, okay? But it's really important that you do this yourself. Like, don't just listen to me, because if you just listen to me, you're not going to introspect, apply it to your life, and at the end of the day, I'm not going to pay your rent. Like, so you're going to have to really change yourself so you can go out there and earn money, so you can pay your rent, right? So, explain how the right to life includes the right to be rich, because what we're talking about is living in abundance, guys. That's what this is my perspective now. We're living in abundance. So when you're living in abundance, like we are God given, like a life, the life that lives in us wants to grow, it wants to create, and so that means to be wealthy. And like we said, this world is so organized in a way that you need to have wealth. The apartment, not even the apartment, the villa that I want to live in the Palm will cost me $75,000 a month. Like that's going to cost me money. So that means I have to service people. The McLaren 765 LT, the Porsche GT3 RS, the Range Rover G63 Brabus, like these things are going to cost me money, and I'm going to have to go service people to do that. So it's like I have to get wealthy by serving people at the highest level because I want to live an abundant life. That's how I would answer that. Number two, is it right to be content with poverty? Hell no. They say money's the root of all evil. Hell no. Poverty is the root of all evil, right? Poverty. What are you going to do with poverty? What are you going to do with you only making $3,000 a month? Guys, like what the hell? Like that's crazy. Like you guys should not be content with your 9 to 5. If you're a 9 to 5er, you should not be content with 10K a month, 20K a month. That's wild. Absolutely wild. If you're making less than 30 grand a month, you're in poverty right now, right? If something happens to you, you're just a moment away from everything going away. Like you need to be able to get wealthy. You got to hit those $100,000 months, save $100,000 or more. You got to just get out there and make some shit happen. You can't make things happen when you're poor. Explain. Number 3 here. By the way, we hyped right now. Hell yeah. We call this Mr. Law of Attraction late night hours, right? Explain what a complete life is and why riches are essential to completing life. So what I define as a complete life is going after something that you want as success, right? Success is defined as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, meaning you're going after a C-type goal. You're going after something that you truly want, a fantasy, something that you want. I've talked about on the channel before. So a complete life is going after this fantasy, going after something that you truly want, truly desire with all your heart, giving it your effort, your attention, and changing your self-image and subconscious mind and habits to go after it. So that's what I would call a complete life. Whether you achieve it or not, but the progress of it is what's the most important, and why riches are essential to complete living. We just talked about it. You got to get rich. And if you service people, and business is so set up in a way that the better you are what you do, and the more that you love it, and the more people that you serve, the more money that you're going to earn, right? So it's just a law of compensation. Your ability to get paid is going to be determined by your ability, the problem that you solve, how big of a problem that it is, your ability to solve it, and the difficulty there will be in replacing you. So if you get really good at these things, you're going to start to earn a lot of money. So that's why my role here in Mr. Law of Attraction is how can I make better videos. So obviously you can see this kind of style of video is a lot different than my other styles where I'm like driving cars, POVs, Lamborghinis, or just talking at the camera. This is like real study sessions, and I've never done something like this where I'm actually reading off like a workbook and stuff. So this is me testing things in the marketplace, seeing how I can serve you guys at a higher level, not only to get you guys results for free, but to get a small percentage of those 3% of people who want to work with me at a higher level, who want to quantum leap, that want to learn not just this information, but how to apply it to the business. And they say, you know what, I'm stuck, DeAndre. I've been stuck at the 10K a month level, the 6-figure level now for some time, and I want to hit those 6 figures per month, bro. Can you help me? Absolutely. Go ahead and book a call in the link in the description below. Right? That's just an example, right? And number 4 here, in which departments of your life, body, mind, soul, do you feel the greatest lack? And so I would say all of these guys, like I in my body, like I haven't been to the gym now. Like obviously I have a nice body at 28, but it's like obviously I can be more. I can lose more body fat. I can put on more muscle. My mind, like I'm nowhere where I want to be. Like I'm still working on my attention, especially like how to balance like my life with a girlfriend now. All this cash coming in, what to do with the cash, right? And just my soul and going after something that I truly desire. Like I would say I need to improve on all levels. I'm 28. Like where would I be when I'm 68, 58? Like I have more things to do. Do you feel like that? What? Yeah, we already answered that. Okay, so exercises here. The right to be rich. I demand riches. This is Andrew Carnegie. I demand riches in definite terms. I have a definite plan for the acquisition of riches. I am engaged in carrying out my plan, and I am giving an equivalent and useful services of the value of the riches that I demand. So that's literally from Andrew Carnegie, as given by Napoleon Hill, and you're going to find that inside of Think and Grow Rich. So after reading this chapter and seriously thinking about its contents, write down in your own words how you have always felt about money and how you now feel about money, and the exercise will assist you in altering your paradigm with the respects to money. So this is how I've been raised to think about money. So how I was raised to think about money wasn't grow on trees. I remember my grandpa saying that so much. You have to work for your money, right? You need to get a job. Even to this day, if I call my grandparents, as you guys know, I got raised by my grandparents. Like my grandparents literally say, DeAndre, you're so good at selling. You're so good at this. Go back and you should have been a lawyer. Like grandma, I earn more than a lawyer. Like, why would I go back and want to be a lawyer? That's like the most boring shit in the world. Why would I want to do that? I'm living my best freaking life out here in Dubai, right? So it's like those are the things that I used to hear. And so like I earn more in a month than my grandparents would make all year. My grandpa used to make 60 grand a year. My grandma probably made, probably 80 grand a year under the table. She was Mexican when I worked for these Jewish people cleaning, as a caretaker and stuff. So it's like together we probably made about $150,000 a year. Like I don't know, but like we did okay, but like we had a home and stuff, but like we weren't that rich. Now, I gotta run some real rich people around here. But those are the things I used to hear. So the fact that I run my own business, I didn't go to college, I do everything online, it's completely different from everything my grandparents have told me. So these are the thoughts that I have that I want to be part of my new paradigm with respect to money. So it's like money's abundant. Money flows to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I consistently earn 7 figures a month. I have a YouTube channel that with 1 million subscribers. I'm serving people at the highest level. I'm the best at my craft. I like these are things I just want to do. It's like not even chasing money, but becoming the best version of myself, like elevating my consciousness, evolving, becoming better versions of myself. If you can get this, it's not the how, it's the who. If you can get into this mindset of it, who do I need to become in order to become the best version? Who would I need to be to approach this problem, to go after this thing? If you can start to think like this, you'll start to attract new things. And as a result of what you've learned here from this chapter, state what you intend to do in the future to ensure you begin doing things in a certain way. So one thing that I'm looking at is like, how would the version of DeAndre show up with 1 million subscribers? Is it more organic videos like this, where it's just me, having a nice little chat with you, just going straight value? Is it mixing in lifestyle, where it's like a little mix of me teaching with lifestyle? Is it just straight lifestyle, or me driving a Lamborghini and dropping some sauce? Like, as you guys notice, like you get a nice little mix here from just kind of boring, I guess you could say, screen sharings and reading programs and books, to me doing some editings and all these stuff, to writing. Like there's so many different things that I'm trying here to see what's the best version of myself, how I can show to serve you guys at the highest level. And that's what we're going to go ahead and transition into chapter 2 in tomorrow's video. So if you're watching for the first time, make sure you subscribe below. And if you're already a six-figure earner, you want to go to the six-figure per month level, go ahead and book a call with me below. I'm not cheap, but I will get you results. I've been doing this for 5 years. I have over 400 clients, and we'll take you to the next level. And if you want this document, you can find it in the school group below. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out the links, and let's go to the next level. Science of getting